Ex-OpenAI researcher Daniel Kokotajlo walked away from $2 million because he says the labs are building an army of superhuman AIs, and they plan to have it running by 2027. This is what he saw inside. That made him walk away. Daniel Kokotajlo used to work at OpenAI. He was on the team studying the most risky stuff: cyber attacks, persuasion, and AI agents that can act on their own. But in 2024, he quit. Why? Because OpenAI handed him a paper. Sign this NDA. Never speak badly about us again, and you keep your company shares worth $2 million. Don't sign it. You lose everything. Daniel said no. He walked away from $2 million and decided to talk. And what he's saying now is that the world is not paying attention. So what exactly are they building? Daniel says, OpenAI and Anthropic aren't just trying to make better chatbots. They're trying to automate the whole research process. That means building an army of AI researchers. Imagine thousands of AI scientists working at the same time. One writes code. Another runs experiments. Another reads every new research paper the moment it's published. Another designs an even smarter AI. And none of them ever sleep. That's the future, Daniel says, the biggest AI labs are racing toward. The goal is simple. Is that don't need human workers anymore. And the race is to build them before China, before Google, before anyone else. But if you think that sounds like science fiction, wait until you hear the timeline. Here's the part that shocked Daniel. He used to think AGI was about 50 years away. Then GPT-3 happened. Suddenly the progress wasn't moving at the speed anyone expected. Every new generation of AI seemed to improve faster than the last. His timeline collapsed. From 50 years to the end of this decade. And now. Some researchers inside the leading AI labs think it could happen by 2027. Daniel says it's basically a 50-50 chance. A few years ago, people laughed at the AI 2027 forecast. Now, he says, some of the same people are asking, why did you make the forecast more conservative? That's when Daniel realized this isn't 20 years away. It could be just 2 years away. And this is why Daniel gives it a 70% chance we're headed toward a very, very dangerous future if nothing changes. Because whoever builds this army of AIs first gains enormous power. Power over the economy, over scientific research, over other companies. But it goes even deeper. If governments and militaries begin depending on these systems, one country could gain an advantage unlike anything we've seen before. And the scariest part, Daniel worries that eventually these systems could become so capable that keeping them aligned with human goals becomes an entirely new problem. But here's where it gets crazy. So what does AI 2027 actually look like? According to the AI 2027 forecast, first, AI automates coding. Then it starts helping researchers make new discoveries. Those discoveries create even better AI. Better AI speeds up research again. Suddenly, you're in a feedback loop where every month looks like years of progress. That's when the report says everything changes. Superintelligence means AI that's better than the best human at almost every important task. Faster, smarter, and cheaper. Once that happens, the forecast says AI could begin designing robot factories. Those robots build more factories, which build even more robots. And the world could change in a matter of months. The forecast lays out two endings. Ending 1. The race. Everyone pushes ahead as fast as possible despite the risks. Ending 2. The Utopia Trap. The AI works. But nearly all the power ends up concentrated in the hands of a few companies and governments. Daniel also explains the difference between AGI and superintelligence. AGI means AI that can do most human jobs. He believes today's best AI models we have today may already be getting surprisingly close to that level. Superintelligence is what comes next. AI that outperforms the best humans across almost every field. And AI is already helping build future AI. It helps generate training data, it helps evaluate results, and it helps improve the next generation of models. Humans are still involved, but AI is becoming part of its own development process. So is there any way to stop this? Daniel doesn't think a 2-month slowdown will fix it. He believes we need real government oversight, serious safety testing, and international cooperation before the race gets out of control. But right now, the gap is huge. Inside the labs, they're talking about what could happen by 2027. Outside, most people still think AI is just a better Google search. Daniel walked away from $2 million to warn us. So let me ask you, do you believe an army of superhuman AIs is really coming by 2027? Comment 2027 if you think it's real. Comment hype if you think it's not. And if you want me to break down the full leaked AI 2027 report month by month, subscribe. Because next video, we're reading the document that scared everyone inside OpenAI before the labs take it down. I read all the scary AI docs so you don't have to.